bait right there. Well, this review just got canceled. Yeah, I was supposed to install this radio. They gave me a list of everything I needed to install it. Guess what? We're not installing it because I don't have everything I need to install it. This review's been pushed back many times already. So it's getting pushed back again. The harness they told me to get, even though it does clarify it's for my truck, not for this truck. And they gave me the steering wheel control thing I needed, but it was a universal one, so it doesn't tell me what I need to wire into here. I'm going to try to send all that stuff back. I went to Crutchfield, which is normally your best bet when buying harnesses and stuff. Ordered one specific to my vehicle, plus I ordered the reverse camera harness, which I needed. Not here. So we're just going to install everything back in here. So today we're going to do rear brakes on my truck. I know, it's kind of boring. Whatever. That's what I need to do, because then I need to go get my welding tank filled. And this thing's been running on metal to metal in the back. The brakes that were on this, I don't know, they're some sort of extreme something. They're drilled and slotted. The front ones were the same. The inside pad wore down to metal. Outside pad was like brand new. Don't really think that they're very good because my slider pins were fine. They're free. They're lubricated. Everything works there. The calipers were sliding free. So the fact that they wore the inside pad down and did not, I mean, the outside pads are like new. The back brakes look the same exact way. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're metal to metal on the inside, on the side of the where the caliper's pushing. I don't know what it is with these brakes, but we're removing drilled and slotted rotors, which we already did on the front, putting regular rotors on. Doing the same thing on the back. We're putting some regular rotors on this thing with some new brake pads and new hardware. And then I need to go get my welding tank filled. And I was hoping to have a new radio put in here, but I guess I'm just going to reinstall all this stuff because it's not going to happen today. Just like that, back to factory. Let's make sure we're good. All right. Let's do the brakes. So done with this fancy shit. Regular parts. What I was hearing. So I don't know who installed these brakes last. I don't believe that these things just broke on their own, but the hardware, you see how it's bent? It's bent on this one. Oh, right there. Both of the tabs right there that hold the pads, like they help separate the pads. Okay, so what you see here, right there, these tabs right here, they push out on the pads and keep them from, you know, making extra wear on your pads. Also keeps them cooler and stuff like that because they're not rubbing up against your rotor the whole time. Well, both broke off on this one. One has broke off on this one. So I don't know. I almost feel like somebody broke them off on purpose. Where they, I don't know how you install them. Like the pads go on the outsides of those and push in on them when you brake, and that helps, you know, push them apart. Anyways, yeah, we're metal on one side. Lots of life left on the outside. Right here, Power Stop Extreme. Not sure if it's the pads that are junk, because my sliders are working just fine. Like I said, these were in that, and then these drilled and slotted rotors. I don't know if they're just eating. You can see the outside's not too bad, but the insides, I don't know if these are also Power Stop Extreme. I don't know. Anyways, on to the other side, get it done, and then I can go get my welding tank. So I haven't left town yet. I don't even know if I can leave town because I heard that they have all ways blocked off. As I was out there working on the brakes, I could hear helicopters flying over and stuff. And apparently over yonder, which would be way, way down that way, there was a drug bust. And there's now a standoff. And they have SWAT and National Guard and all kinds of cops and then helicopters. And for a drug bust, must be a good one. Anyways, if I can get out of town, I'm going to go get my gas and after I eat, because I haven't ate yet. I know. How about it? I know, it's crazy. What else? Huh? Oh, I know. You excited about it too? Yeah? How about it? Oh, the brakes are so much better. No more grindy grind. I mean, she was really grinding. Like, I'm sure there's sparks flying when I was braking. Sorry guys, I'm cutting her close. I don't have time to go see the crime scene, what's going on right now, the shootout. So, and I wouldn't want to bother him anyways. So you're just gonna have to believe me. Anyways, off to get my weld tank filled, and I'm probably gonna get. I like to have at least one sheet of sheet metal. In case for patches, you see, I use it. And the sheet I have is about this big now. So I'm going to get a sheet of 20 gauge while I'm there. It's just nice to have, especially when you're doing this kind of work on cars. So let's go do that. And then I think that's it. So just like the cost of everything, the cost of welding gas. Holy shoot. Almost. It was... I remember when I first got that tank, it was $17 to fill the tank. The last time I went and filled it, it was like $21. It was $50 this time to fill that welding tank. But while I was there, I asked them if they could cut me a sheet of steel, 20 gauge, because I'm almost out of scrap sheet metal, you know, for patching cars and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, we'll cut you a piece. Then they came up and he's like, instead of us cutting you a piece, do you want to look at these pieces of scrap we have? We'll give it to you at like cheap. So for half price, I mean, yeah, it's a little bent in the corner, but like, that's like a 3x4 foot sheet. And then there's another one, about a 3x3, 3x2.5, $20. Not bad. Not bad for steel. So, nice to have. 22 gauge is more like the car steel, but 20 gauge is a lot nicer to weld and it's stronger. So, I normally go 20 gauge. As for the welding tank, I just took it straight to my dad's place since I stole his tank. So I was like, here's a fresh tank. So anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. So if you like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing. Back for the next video because I'm going to be sanding fiberglass putty and it's so much fun. Hit that dislike button if your mom wants me to bring the SWAT team in. And we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrapped. What'd you say? You got a big.
I got a big rack.
I love big racks. Aw, Stolly.
Floof is about to get moved.
She said her rack's gonna take your spot there. It's a dish rack. What were you guys thinking? Stella. Uh-oh. Oh, Daddy. And I pay attention to her. She's got to get up and get all excited, and she just loves me. She just loves me. Don't ya? I don't even know why. Why do you like me? You don't understand it. Stu, man. What are you doing? Chilling? Yeah? What's your booty doing? You learned that from Mommy? Huh? Alright, put it down. There you go. Look at you, soaking up the heat. What? Look at you. Bye-bye.